Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Hey, Ryan, what's up? Hello, hello. Let's see. Let's get all this fun stuff centered. You go there. You come here. You come over here. You got to be over here. Yeah, something like that. Nah, let's put you up there. Now we're talking. That looks better. That looks better. All right. Now we got something going on. All right. What is up? Hey, thanks for stopping in. My name is Chris. This is the Cool and Common Stream. It is my Wednesday night book show. This week it's a show I haven't done in a while. When I looked back, I'm a little surprised because this is one of my favorite shows. It's horror books. All horror tonight. About 28 books sitting there in the shop, and then everything you see here in front of you is not in the store, and all the books I'm about to show are not in the store. So appreciate you stopping in. Let's check some out together. Hold on. Oh, get back here. There you go. Fat fingering things already. Here we go. All right, we're going to start it up with some paperbacks. Nice and easy. All right, up first. Thomas Harris, Red Dragon. The very first Hannibal Lecter book. A little light wear on the spine. Still nice and square. Red Dragon is an engine designed for one purpose, to make the pulse pound, the heart palpitate, and the fear glands secrete. Right on. Just off-white pages. Little light tanning on the inside covers. Nice copy. Red Dragon. Let's let it rip. We do $3 starts, 15 seconds. Most of the paperbacks here tonight. Up and running. Shelby, what's up? Good to see you. Edit this real quick, make it go a little faster. All right, so there's Red Dragon. Let's see, where are we going to put our stack? Let's start stacking over here. Up next, S.P. Somtow, Vampire Junction. The closest thing to a nightmare ever put on paper. Hey, Mom, Robert Bloch says so anyway. I think I want to buy a drum kit. Nice one. Clean. Spine is clean, never used, never read. A little edge wear. This is Timmy Valentine, a teenage pop star who is actually a hundreds of years old vampire. Vampire Junction. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started. $3 starts, 15 seconds. That's what we'll do with all these smaller paperbacks tonight. If you have any questions about any of the hardcovers or the larger books, these are the higher weight books, right? So we're doing books medium mail now, so trying to keep it thrifty. Save on that shipping a little bit. All right, next. Oh, this book. Oh, we lost him today. We lost him today. Tim Curry. Tim Curry, the Stephen King It book. Curry cover. Man, I was sorry to hear that. If you haven't seen it on, you can grab it on YouTube. I remember seeing it, God, what, 3-4 months ago? CBS Morning Show did an interview with Tim Curry about his life, his career. Earlier this year, he had put out an autobiography, and he was talking about his life and all that. And you know, he had a stroke. He had semi recovered from the stroke. He was still in a wheelchair, still obviously significantly impaired, but what a great interview. What a great, you still saw that spark in him, you know? But there it is. I can't honor the man any better than just saying Stephen King, It, Curry cover. You can tell it's a red book. $3. Yeah, we're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that right here. If you haven't seen his version of It, go stream it now. I know for a fact it is out there streaming. The movies are nice. I've seen the movies. I've seen both of the movies. Go check out Curry. Go check him out. Do yourself a favor. All right. 13 Tales of Horror. This is a Scholastic compilation. Some wear on the spine, light wear around the edges. Real nice book. Let's see what they got. Let's see who else was in here. Let's take a second. Christopher Pike, Lake Little, Jay Bennett, Atkins, Windsor, Carl Ellis, Stamper, Cooney, R.L. Stein, Diane Ho, Sinclair Smith, Bates, White. Nice. We'll wear on it around the edges. Let's do $1 on that one. Nice reading copy. 15 seconds. Yeah, that Curry Pennywise, man. That's my Pennywise right there. All the stuff they had to do in that original movie with well, first off, it wasn't really a movie, right? It was a made for TV movie over a couple of nights. But practical effects and oh my god. This Baffling World #2. John Godwin. True stories of the weird and bizarre in the world, fully illustrated with rare photos and official documents. The extra human power of firewalkers, the Arctic explorer who sent his thoughts through space, the coffins that refused to rest, the void off Bermuda that swallows airplanes without a trace, the strange results of the Soviet ESP experiments. You get the gist. Let's check out the year on the paperback. It does have some great photos in it. It's got the classic psychic test with all the shapes, firewalking. Let's see what year this is. I forget. Series of 2 books, 1968. This book is as old as I am and in better shape. All right, This Baffling World, #2, 1968 paperback. Nice. Great cover illustration on that one, too. Empress, good to see you. Groot, Linda, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you all checking out the show. Up next, the New York Times bestseller, Relic, Preston and Child. And the movie's not half bad either. The movie's not bad. A little edge wear on it. This is a tour copy. Does look like it's got a little ring stain on it on the back. Why do people use books as drink holders? I don't get that. It's complete. Spine's actually still a little stiff. Little light tanning. All right. It's got that ring on the back. Let's go for another $1 on this one. Do a dollar deal. Nice copy. Good story. So I got something to share with you. What was it now? God, it's like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. I was at a local comic book and anime convention, checking it out because I might sell comic books there next year. and there was a woman there with 3D printer stuff, right? So, being a big horror fan, I saw this. She had some interesting stuff. I bought two things from her. One thing I bought was this. Figured might as well get the Halloween stuff going. Kind of a neat idea putting the two different molds together. I like that, so that's new. And then I bought a beverage holder. I call it my Cult of Cthulhu beverage holder. I saw this. I saw that. I mean, it is pretty cool, right? I mean, it fits a canned beverage or glass. I guess you could put a glass in there too. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty strong. I think it'll. I think it'll hold some weight with a drink in there, right? But I just saw that, and like, she didn't even know what Cthulhu was or any of that kind of stuff. She just thought it was cool and printed it. So I agreed and I bought it. Unfortunately, my coffee mug does not fit in there. So, but so much fun. Halloween's right around the corner. Here we go. Isn't that cool? That's cool, right, Shelby? Yeah, I love it. I love it. All right, here is a Peter Straub copy of Floating Dragon. Let the terror begin again. This is a never before read copy. No creasing on the spine at all. Little crease down here on the back cover. Doo-doo. Two monstrous evils. The quiet suburban town of Hampstead is threatened by two horrors. One is natural, the hideous, unstoppable creation of man's power gone mad. The other is not natural at all, and it makes the first look like child's play. Dum dum dum. There you go. Looks in nice shape. Just off white pages. 13 printing. Looks like March 1984. 84. That was a good year. Floating Dragon. $3. 15 seconds. Yeah, there's so much. I'm always impressed by what they can do with 3D printing. And I was talking to I was like I said, I was talking to the woman who made this, and I could see like there's some like there's some rough edges around it, and and she said, "Oh, I just started doing this and all that," but I do have some friends a little more, let's just say, experienced printing out 3D printer stuff, and this is what I usually like to use for this show. Check this out. How's this for a book display stand? How about that? Let's use that for a minute. Let's use that for a hot minute. All right, what do I want to do next? How about this? Dover Thrift Edition, Edgar Allan Poe, The Gold Bug, and Other Tales. Classic Poe, Black Cat, Gold Bug. What else is in here? Telltale Heart, Pit and the Pendulum, Mask of the Red Death. Love that. Love the Vincent Price movie of that too. Murders in the Rue Morgue. Love the heavy metal song. Iron Maiden. That's probably the longest one here. Fall of the House of Usher. Awesome. Edgar Allan Poe, Gold, Bug, and Other Tales. Let's do it. Beats those little stands. Yeah, yeah, it sure does. Get this one up and running for you. I think I might have another one of those floating around here somewhere. Hold on. Yeah, I did. Let's see, is this the... Oh, this one's got a few other ones in it. Alright, we'll run that separate. Alright, so there is Edgar Allan Poe. Anne Rice, Vampire Armand. I say this every time I do the horror show. A little crease there. Otherwise, spine is mint. Nothing on the spine. A little edge. If you have not gone and watched the AMC version of Interview with the Vampire, Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3, they retitled, same show, but they titled it The Vampire Lestat. They've already announced Season 4. The title of Season 4 will be The Queen of the Damned. It is excellent. Excellent. If you are an Anne Rice fan or like any of that, you owe it to yourself to go catch that on AMC. It is amazing. If they don't win some kind of Emmy award for that show this year, I'll be shocked. $3, 15 seconds. Got a little bit of Anne Rice coming at you now. I do have some of the Anne Rice hardcovers back there too. Once the paperback stack gets so high, we'll move it off and take a look at the hardcovers. All right, I'm super shocked this book is still here. Secrets of the Witch Cult Revealed. Witchcraft Today. An expose on witches in modern society. The old religion, its rites, its mysteries, its undying power. Here's the truth about witchcraft. Very different from the confessions extracted under torture, these fascinating secrets are revealed by a man who was himself a practicing warlock. Really nice cover. Pages, excellent. No writing in it. Awesome. What year is this? Let's get that year for you. Arrow Books. wow. So this is the 1968, this edition 1975. First published by Ryder and Company in 1954. The Arrow edition is 1966. This is the third Arrow edition, 1975. Can you imagine this book back in the 50s? Witchcraft Today. Get it while it's hot. See what I did there? It's hot. It's hot. Get it. All right, never mind. $3, 15 seconds. Up and running on the witchcraft. It's witchcraft. All right. Witchy's going to stay with me for a little bit. I'm okay with that. All right. Another, probably in the similar vein to the expose on witches. Death's Door, True Stories of Near-Death Experiences by Gene Ritchie. Again, this one's not in the store. Book's in excellent condition. Nothing on the spine, clean front, clean back. A little very light tanning on that inside back cover. White pages, little tanning on the inside front cover. And we're looking at March 1966, second print. Death's Door. Let's go. $3, 15 seconds. So if you haven't joined me before, I do a book show every Wednesday night. And every week it's a different topic, a different genre. So right now, this is like a little commercial break. Right now we're in the horror week. Then we'll go sci-fi. I do a monthly kids book show, an antiquarian and vintage book show. Books on adult topics including sex and related, mystery and suspense, and fantasy. So I have so many books I cannot squeeze them into one show. So every Wednesday night's the book show, and every week it's a different genre. All right, here's a fun book, Haunted by Kelly Armstrong, author of Industrial Magic. Again, excellent condition on the spine. Little corner crease there, tiny one. The afterlife isn't all it's cracked up to be. Former supernatural superpower, Eve Levine, has broken all the rules. She's never broken a promise, and not even during the 3 years she spent in the afterworld. So when the fates call in a debt she gave her word she'd pay, she has no choice but to comply. Coming back to life. Haunted, Kelly Armstrong. There's a little eye there. You can see it in the foil. Very cool. Up and running. Haunted, Kelly Armstrong. So once again, the books I'm showing here now are not in the store. If there is anything in the store you see or that you would like to see closer, just let me know in the chat. They're nearby. I'll go grab it. Bring it here. If you're jumping around show to show, don't be afraid to throw down a pre-bid. I will make sure I run any and all pre-bids before the end of the show. All right, we'll do a little dollar deal here. Will Smith on the cover of I Am Legend by Richard Matheson. Great book. Love the original black and white movie with Vincent Price. Very cool. This one's still got a few little stickers on the back. Gonna run this one at $1. Very cool. I thought they were making a, well, I know now they're probably not, right? I thought they were making a sequel to I Am Legend, and I thought it was going to star Will Smith. And then there was the whole Oscar slapping incident, and I haven't heard about it in years. Last couple of years, anyway. But I don't know if they'd recast it or something. Who knows? Prime example of a new movie being nothing like the source material. Yes, yes. I mean, in the book, they're not even, it's just, yeah. Enough said. That's why the book is always better, right? The book is always better. You know it. I know it. We know it. All right. Back to some vampires. Ellen Schreiber's Vampires Kisses #4. Dance with a Vampire. Got the cool little funky embossing on the back there. The most important night of the year is drawing near, but not without a little trouble from the underworld. Little tween little action here with some vampirism and all kinds of fun stuff at the prom. Right? So there you go. Book's in great shape. Go check it out. What do we got? Kissing Coffins. There's Vampire Kisses, Kissing Coffins, Vampireville, and then Dance with the Vampire, #4. That's Dance. That is Dance right there. Up and running. Amber, hello. Get that glare. There we go. All right. Thanks for checking that one out. Stephen King. Like new. Look at that spine. The Wastelands. Dark Tower number 3. New introduction by Stephen King himself. Dark Tower 3. That's about as far as I'm going to open it because it's a thick book and I don't want to crease that spine. Brand new. It's too big for the hand. Let's bring back the crystal skull. Oh, and a skull on the train. How about that? $3. 15 seconds. Last 5 seconds. All right. There's the king. All right. Now here, I've got another edition of Edgar Allan Poe, The Gold Bug and Other Tales. This is unabridged. It's the Dover Thrift Edition. It's different from that one. It's got the Gold Bug, but a few other different stories. This one's got Lygia, Fall the House of Usher, Murders in the Rue Morgue, Mask of the Red Death, Pit in the Pendulum, Telltale Heart, Gold Bug, Black Cat, and the Cask of Amontillado. We mixed it up a little bit on this one. $3, 15 seconds.
Told the office supply clerk, just delivered my first software program. Now I need them to pay me $235. What do I send them to get paid? He stared at me in disbelief and said, "You mean an invoice?"
All right. There is that one.
Mike Campbell here, Patriot Software's founder.
All right. So let me move some of this stuff out of the way. We'll take a look around a little bit. All right. So that was Edgar Allan Poe. We got Stephen King, Wastelands, Dances with a Vampire, I Am Legend, and Haunted. All right. Stop Me If You See Anything You Need, Death's Door, True Stories of Near-Death Experiences, Witchcraft Today, which, whew, that's a good book. Anne Rice, Vampire Armand, The Other Gold Bug and Other Tales, Floating Dragon by Peter Straub, Relic, also a movie. Book's probably a little better, but the movie was pretty good. This movie was pretty good. All right. That's that one. And then the last few here we had was This Baffling World number 2, Real World. Again, more real world, bizarre. 13 Tales of the 13 Tales of Terror. Say that 5 times fast. I'm not going to try. 13. I can't even say it once. 13 Tales of Terror of Horror by 13 Masters. All right. We got Vampire Junction about the kid pop star vampire, and the classic first Hannibal Lecter, Red Dragon. I haven't read it yet, but I have it and the sequel. Ah, very nice, very nice. That goes there. These guys come over here. We're gonna leave the Stephen King It book out all night for the dearly departed Mr. Curry, the one and only Pennywise. All right, let me talk through the books that are here. The books that are here in the back. Yeah, let's take a look. I'll zoom in a little bit. Make it a little easier for you. These are mostly hardcover, 100 ghastly little ghost stories. That's a great, really nice compilation book right there. Stephen King, Dreamcatcher. Also a movie. Is there any Stephen King book that has not been made into a movie? That's probably the best question to ask. Dreamcatcher, Stephen King, Dark Tower 6 and Dark Tower 7. Anne Rice, Lasher, Anne Rice, Taltos. I got a classic library edition of Frankenstein and Dracula together in one book, beautifully illustrated, real nice hardcover. We got a couple of Charlene Harris, Suki, a couple of Suki books, Dead and Gone, Dead in the Family. I bought my wife the entire series of the Suki Stackhouse series. She loved it on HBO, and we got the whole set. The whole it's the slipcase edition that I got her. After that, a couple of paperbacks. Bride, kind of a Bride of Frankenstein kind of thing. Let the Right One In. I love the book. I love the Swedish movie. I love the American version. That's a great vampire story. Next to that one, we've got a book about real hauntings around the world. We've got Rot and Ruin. And then we've got the Scary Stories series. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark and More Scary Stories. Eclipse, Breaking Dawn, and the Bree book. The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner. So we got three shiny vampire books down there at the end. All right. So that's kind of the big view. If anybody is interested in any of those, let me know. Be happy to pull them and take a look. Otherwise, we will continue with the next round of paperbacks. All right. Let me just check something here. All right. Very good. And this is looking good. All right. Let us carry on. All right. This one I'd like to do as a bundle. See if you're interested. This is a Dean Koontz Odd Thomas bundle. All right. We've got Odd Thomas, the OG of the Odd books. Nice shape. Odd Thomas. We've got Odd Hours. Again, no creasing here at all. That oh, looks like somebody marked it with the number 4. Jeez, I didn't even see that. Well, it's a brand new book except for the number 4 on the spine. I could actually probably get that off, but let's leave it there for a moment. Oh yeah, definitely, because here's the number 3. Now I'm looking for it. Dean Koontz, Brother Odd, an Odd Thomas novel. Yes, number 3. It's a brand new paperback that's never been read. Why would you put the number on it? 3, 4. Let me guess. Let me hope this is number 2. Oh, look at that. Number 2. Okay. Forever Odd. This one has been read. A little light creasing on there. Interesting. All right. Let's run it. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let me put them in order. All right. All 4 Odd Thomas books. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's going to be a mite bit over a pound. But let's go here. And for the whole lot, $3 a book. 4 times 3 is 12. Run it for $9. Buy 3, get 1 free. However you want to think about it. All 4 Odd Thomas books, $9. There you go. Wahoo! First purchase. Thank you so much. Here we go. This is what I do for first purchase.
That was easy.
That was easy. Hopefully the first of many. You have opened up the rewards as well. The coupons are there for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you stopping in. That's awesome. Great name, too. And a great deal. Hope you enjoy them. All righty. Who's up next? I do have another small lot. All right. This one, let me see. This one's a mite bit heavier. Let me take a look at this here. All right. This one's a little heavier. Got the weight in there. All right. This one is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. All right. We got book one. Super clean spine. A little bit of edge wear. Just tiny on this one. Miss Peregrine, book one. Miss Peregrine, book two. Not a crease on the spine. Not a crease. This one's even better. Near mint on this one. Excellent. But wait, that's not all. It's book three. Library of Souls, the third novel of Miss Peregrine's Peculiar Children. This one looks like a little light crease right there, but still looks really nice. Nice and clean, bright white pages. All right, there we go. 3-book special. Let's do all three of those. Feel like $4 a piece. 4 times 3 is 12. Let's go $10. Again, a little bit heavier. All right, thanks for checking that out. Up next, this book scared the hell out of a lot of people back in the late 70s, early 80s. The Late Great Planet Earth. Kind of another end of days kind of book. Hasn't happened. Hasn't happened. There was even a movie based on this book with Orson Welles in it. Yes, that Orson Welles. The Late Great Planet Earth. Hal Lindsey. Got a front cover that doesn't want to stay down. It's very excited. Let's go for $1 on that one. Late Great Planet Earth. Hal Lindsey. It's kind of funny. There's no creasing on it at all. Spine's in real nice shape, but it's got that little curve. What do they call that? Oh yeah, Peyronie's disease, right? It's got a little curve to the left. It won't go down, and it curves to the left. It's the Peyronie disease on the book cover. That's what that is. All right. What's next? What's next? Oh, did I run that? Oh God, I ran that at like the 3 pound thing, didn't I? Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. All right, where we at? Let's get back to that 4 to 7. We're not running 3 pound books here. Ah, okay. Where we at? Let's grab some of these here. More scary stories to tell in the dark. Yes, it was a motion picture. I'll watch anything Guillermo del Toro makes, produces, directs, whatever. It's got his name on it. I'm watching it. And the OG scary stories to tell in the dark. Speaking of scary stories, right now I'm reading Stephen King's werewolf book. The one about a werewolf that kills once a month for 12 months. I'm blanking on the title right now, but really good. Really good. Nice little short stories, and I think they did make a movie of that also. All right, that's 2 books, $5, 15 seconds. Scary stories and more scary stories to tell in the dark. All right, what else we got over here? Love the covers on these. Rotten Ruin. This book is full of heart. They just don't beat anymore. Rotten Ruin, Book 1. Yikes! Zombie novel. Zombie apocalypse. Benny Amora couldn't hold a job, so he took to killing in the zombie infested world. Rotten Ruin. Coming your way. Lower weight on purpose. Start it up. $3. Last few seconds. All right. We got the Stephen King It here. I'll run it a couple times throughout the night in honor of the one and only true Pennywise, Mr. Tim Curry. He died today at the age of 80. Immortalized, fantasized, worshipped in the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and iconic as the very first vision of Stephen King's horror, Pennywise. All right, we're going to keep him right there. We're going to keep him right there. All right, we ran the Rotten Ruin. If anybody has any interest in the Eclipse books, let me know. I'm going to continue down the path less traveled. Real Hauntings. True American Ghost Stories by Hans Holzer. What's beckoning ghosts along the moonlight shade invites my steps and points to yonder glade? Well, you're about to find out. True Stories of Hauntings. Now, this one does have a little... Yeah, it's got a little... looks like the cover had gotten wet. Let's take a look. The dust jacket itself is in great shape on the outside. Looks like there's a little bleeding on the inside. And let's check out the book and the bind itself. There's a little, looks like a little stain on the outside. A little stain up here. It does not appear. Just a little up here on the back page. But it does not. Let's check. It doesn't bleed through to anything on the inside. That inside spine, the top, the bottom. It's just around that outside edge. So I'm going to start it up at only $3 for the hardcover. But just so you can see, it's a very, other than that little issue, real nice. $3, 15 seconds, hardcover, Real Hauntings, the True American Ghost Stories. Alright, we talked about this one a little bit earlier. I love this book. I love the original movie. I love the remake. Let the Right One In. That's a brand new book. Nothing on the spine. Great shape. Bootyful. Motion picture tie-in. This is a great vampire story. Very clever, very well done. Bookish, darling. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping on in. We worked our way through 3 trays of books, and now we're going through the back lot here. If you see anything in the store that you would like me to run, let me know. They're right nearby. All the books that I'm showing now here and shown at the beginning of the show are not in the store, but they are all nearby. So if you're jumping around show to show, feel free to throw down a pre-bid. I will make sure I run any and all pre-bids before the end of the show. But once again, if you see anything there you are interested in, I'm more than happy to grab it and bring it right here, right now. All right, Vampire Bride and an alpha werewolf form a dangerous alliance in this enthralling paranormal romance. Very nice. A little bit. This is the Romeo and Juliet of horror. All right. Vampire female, werewolf male. Gee, if only there was a movie that was like that. $3, up and running. Check out the nice little silver highlights for the werewolf on the back there. Very nice. Little romance with your horror. Bride. Holly Hazelwood. We got the Charlaine Harris books. Coming up next. Dead in the Family. True Blood, HBO tie-in, Sookie Stackhouse novel. Just excellent condition. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Dead in the Family. Got your little sparkles. Alright. Let me grab this one. Let me edit that other listing again real quick. Pop it in here. Oh, okay, good. Alright. Well, that helps. Alright, let's get this one going for you. And that, there we go. $4 on the Charlaine Harris. All right. We've got the other Charlene Harris. Dead and Gone. More shiny sparkles. This book also in like new condition, just like the other one. And one more time, $4. All right, and then just for the hell of it, one time, both books. 4 and 4 is 8. Let's run the two of them together for 6. 2 for 6, $3 a book. Evan, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. All right, thanks for checking those out. This one, I hope somebody likes this one. This book is too good to be sitting here this long. Classic Library, Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, Dracula, Bram Stoker. Check out this book. Real nice. Little tiny, tiny corner bump there. Tiny. How about this sitting on your shelf? Gorgeous. On the back. And then the insides, nobody's written in on it. The spine is still quite stiff. So I'm not going to open it up all the way. There are some color prints in here. Black and white as well. Then you get a color print in there like that. Very nice. Both stories. 2 books in one. So we got to grab that higher weight. And this is not a $3 book. Real nice shape. 10 on it. Medium ale helps that one out a little bit. Last few seconds. All right. Yeah, that's a nice one. Nice, nice, nice. All right. I'm going to switch this over here now. Because now we're hitting on the left side. More Anne Rice. Large size paperback Taltos. Taltos, Taltos, Taltos. This is not the big print edition. It is just a larger size. But it is not the larger print edition. Taltos. Spine is clean. All right. Give a little Anne Rice love here. $4 on the Anne Rice. Taltos. Okay, thanks for checking that out. Anne Rice. Lasher. This book is huge. Original price $25. Let's see. Let us see. 1993. First U.S. edition. 1993 first edition Lasher. Check that one out here. All right, up next we got Anne Rice Lasher. Hardcover. Hmm. Printing 16, 15, 20. Yeah, first edition hardback. Let's go 15. $15, 15 seconds on the Anne Rice Lasher. The Lasher Slasher. Very nice. JB, how we doing tonight, my friend? Thanks for stopping in. All right, up next, Stephen King, Dark Tower 7 hardcover. Woo!
With Ring, you're
Let's do it. 100 Ghastly Little Ghost Stories. Weinberg and Greenberg, editors. Barnes and Noble edition. Excellent. Book is in new condition. Crazy good. 100 Ghastly Little Ghost Stories. $8 on that one. Zen, what is up? Good to see you. Hope you're doing good tonight. Thanks for stopping in. JB Bryan, welcome. All right. There is the other ghost story. Very nice. Very nice. Also nice. All right. Generic Eric, what's up? Good to see you again. All right, let's run a few more of the paperbacks. Couple more to finish it up. On the Relic. One more time on the Relic. $3. 15 seconds. And next, Floating Dragon, Peter Straub. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. The YouTube live simulcasts have been actually picking up some steam there on YouTube. I really appreciate that. Like and subscribe on YouTube. If you haven't already, hit that QR code, click that link in the description, come on by, join Whatnot. It's a ton of fun. If you love books, there's 9 million booksellers on this place. I mean, you can get any kind of book you want. Like Anne Rice, The Vampire Armand. See what I did there? But seriously, you join, and after your first purchase, you get a little kickback. So do I. If you join through my link. And again, it's fun just kind of building this library of Whatnot streams on YouTube and seeing people get interested in it. It's a lot of fun. Starkey, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in at the horror show. Up next, Secrets of the Witch. I cannot believe that this book, Witchcraft Today, I was shocked when we opened this up earlier. First published in 1954, the Arrow edition in 1966. There was another London edition in 68, the second Arrow edition in 70, and this is the 75 edition. So that is 19 years apart from the time it was first. 1954. Can you imagine this book in 1954? Unbelievable. Witchcraft Today. $3.15. Next, Death's Door. True stories of near-death experiences. $3.15. And last but not least, we're going to end the show just like we started with the one and only Tim Curry on the cover of Stephen King's It. This has been a rough week. Yesterday, Dolly Parton died. I swear to God, the day before Dolly Parton died, I was sourcing CDs for my next music show, and I picked up a Dolly Parton CD. I was like, oh, I'm filling out the country music in my CDs for the CD show on Whatnot. Yeah, let me grab Dolly. Everybody loves Dolly. Next day, she was gone. So and then today, the day after Dolly dies, we lose Tim Curry, same age, 80 years old. So we're going to end the show running Stephen King's It, Tim Curry cover, and say, Mr. Curry, rest in peace, and thank you for scaring the shit out of me as a kid. Cheryl, thanks for coming in. Mayor Bear, good to see you. All right. So there you go, my friends. Thank you so much for coming on in tonight. I really do appreciate it. Let me know. I'll just pause for a second. For those of you that are here, if there's anything in the store you want me to grab, if there's anything you see out there in front of you you want to take a closer look at, just let me know in the chat. I'll pause here a second. Take another sip of coffee. Going to enjoy my new Cult of Cthulhu beverage holder. This will come in handy during football season, I think. Very nice. Liking that. All right then. Well, my friends, I think we're going to wrap it up for the night. It's been a very pleasant hour and 5 minutes. I thank everybody who's come on in. Wahoo, thank you for your purchase. And for everybody watching on YouTube, for those of you here on Whatnot, until next time, my friends, keep it cool, keep it calm.